Paul? Yeah. This is a baggie. Yeah. And it has very significant meaning to those that are in the family. Yeah. The date and the contents, and then this is a great value baggie. Yeah. I think Walmart manufactures and sells these. Yeah. Now they say it's great value, but my experience over the last 8 years, yes, was somebody had to bag everything. Now for those in the family that are the bags, yeah. See, I had to put things in bags. Yeah. As in everything that goes in the bag, you're going to pay for. Yes. And everything that went in the garbage, you're going to pay for. It's the top secret family's way of paying. Yes. Now, these baggies that have been bagging everything, yeah. The thought was that, well, they're going to have to bag the actual citizens, and we're not going to talk about it. But the truth of the matter is, the baggies are on the dog family of the payroll. Now, let's look at the baggies today. See, I inform law enforcement that they're committing the crime of treason. Their concern is, well, who's going to pay for the baggies if I get sued and lose everything that I own? See, we shouldn't be having bags. Now, I've heard a few individuals kind of explain that their sexual relationships, yeah, they were just bags. They were bags of the thoughts of those that are dogs. Yes. Where they did have to, they had to come their thoughts and it had to go into a bag. Yes. Then eventually the bag was supposed to defecate. Yes. All these thoughts that they were reading. Yep. Now let's say you wanted me to be a bag. And I told you that my rights are being violated and that you've committed numerous crimes. Yes. But your thought was I needed to come around to the way that you think. Well, eventually I end up being the bag, don't I? See, when you bag thoughts, yes, because you have to have a bag, and the bag has to read your thoughts, and then the bag has to come to find out. Yes, eventually we all end up bags. You wanted me to be a bag. Now, for those in the payroll, yes, I thought you were very special. Yep. And you were going to pay for the garbage or you're going to pay for the bags and everything that goes in the bag, your lookalike gets paid for. Yes. And then everything that you put in the bag, right, you have to get paid for. You see, it's kind of this odd variation of a Ponzi scheme. Hmm. What happens is the family's taking over the United States, and we don't know about them. This is a non existent family that's been on the payroll for the last 50 years where they've used every possible means, yes, to not account for any money they've received. Yes. Tax evasion, bribery, corruption, larceny. Oh, and the thought was, well, you made a bag that looks like an employee of the government. Yes. They change places every few days. Yes. And then the bag, yes, becomes the actual individual that happened to be the citizen that you made the lookalike of. Yeah. See, it starts off, yes, that the lookalike, yes, was originally the bag. And then something happens where there's a changing of the actual authority of the individual to being the bag instead of being bagged. Yes. Uh huh. Uh huh. Now, eventually, the whole nation ends up being bags.